send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now here come the Dolphins. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw here. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Check by 33. Check by 33.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Hot!
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got four down.
A handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Henry. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The pitch to Henry. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Left, left, left.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Again to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They give it off here to the tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit!
He gives it to Brown, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Man open left side is Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Left.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
3-19! 3-19!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Green, 90. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good pickup there, a 22. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backs.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked different.
And the pressure gets to him again. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Dolphins, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Come here, sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got a in the bed. Ladies, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the broke on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mix, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan. Oh, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape in. I live with birds from here. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battleship. I live with birds from here. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again.